Hey everyone, boys and girls, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Going to continue with some more Rush riffs. I'm going to go to an album that I think either people love it or hate it, even though I'm somewhere in between with the two. It's going to be Test for Echo, and we'll look at the tune Driven. Really cool riff as far as, the guitar piece of it goes. And that riff is all on one string, the A string. So all you got to have is an A string on your guitar, and we can do this. At least for the riff, and then I'll show you some chords. But definitely a heavier tune as far as the riff goes. And really what we're working off of is the 3, the 5, and the 6th fret, okay? So I think there's different ways you can play this. I think by force of habit, I kind of been playing a little bit wrong over the years, where I think it's kind of just, very, on, off. I've kind of been pulling it. So I'm kind of just doing it to what I hear on the album. But again, A string, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 6th fret, open. So the intro riff is going to be, so I'll play it slow, you can kind of follow me here. So let's take a closer look at it. So 3. So you're really going to kind of play the fretted and then open. So what I'm doing is how I do it. Fret, pulling off, and then the open string. To the 5. And I'm just bouncing back and forth for the beginning. And then I'm going to hit the 3 a couple times in a row. So it's really a matter, it just goes so fast sometimes, you just got to listen to it to hear the differences. So, and then it's going to go to the 6th. That part is 6. And then back to the resolves at the 5. Now keep in mind, it doesn't always resolve at the 5, and I'll show you when I say the 5, the 5th fret, not the intervals or anything. It doesn't always happen, because what's going to happen is we get into that rush thing where it gets progressive, where they're kind of adding things, subtracting things, and time signature I think goes from like 7/8 to 3/4 or vice versa. So let's just do the intro. Okay, that's the intro verse. Okay, you're gonna play it twice. All right, we're gonna get into the verse now. The verse is the same thing, but unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to look at it, it's going to change a little bit. All right, so that first part of the verse, or at least that first time you play that riff, you will not be going to that 5th fret to resolve. All right, so listen. And you're going to go right back to the start of that riff. Now, the trick is, when you go back to that riff to begin it, you will resolve on that 5th fret afterwards. So it's... Okay? So the trick is to remember, when you hit that 6th fret, it's going to be always pulling off 3, or hitting it 3 times. And you're either going back to the beginning of the riff, or you're going to go to the 5th fret to resolve it. So the only time you're going to the 5th fret to resolve it is at the end of the full verse riff, okay? And you're going to play that riff twice. So you got to play it, you got to listen to the tune and kind of hear it. But you'll hear it. So you'll kind of know what that was all about. But you'll hear that, okay? And then from there, you're going to go into some of the chords, okay? But remember, it's 3, 5, and 6 on the A string is what you're going to be playing. And either going back or to the 5 and then going back. So you got to listen to it, right? The chords, but it's my turn to drive. So it's going to be an F. So it's an F to the G to an A minor. So F, G, A minor, G, A minor, F and the G again, and then the heavier distortion comes in. So maybe you can, hopefully you can kind of pick this up here. And that kind of goes into the chorus. So again, and I'm playing with my PRS, and I'm just toggling between the coil tap to give it some single coil versus the humbuckers, just to show you some of the dynamics. So again, and that's kind of it in a nutshell. I know it's kind of basic stuff. When I say basic, I'm giving you some just how I've played it. I'm sure there's a lot more to it in terms of the details, but if you're looking to jam and just kind of play some riffs, you kind of have the intro to this one. So you've got the intro, you've got the verse, and then you've got the, I guess, the intro, the verse, and kind of the pre-chorus, I guess, yeah. So it's, you got the riff, right? And then we're going to go to the... And there you go. Hopefully that helped you out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, I'm kind of digging these Rush riffs, just kind of showing you, you know, again, I don't think a lot of us, you know, I'm speaking for myself, so, but, you know, I like learning certain riffs because it just kind of helps me as I've grown with the guitar. You play certain riffs and it just kind of opens up the fretboard. I wanted to share that with you. I mean, I could certainly go into a lot of these different chords and songs and, you know, end to end. I just kind of dig this. So hopefully you like it too. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you want to hear, some of the tunes. I'll do my best, all right? Thanks very much. Later.